Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be trying out some of the newest products from REM Beauty. I'm very excited for this launch. We have a bronzer, a blush, and a new setting spray. So let's dive into it. I get excited anytime there's a new blush launch. That's just me. I don't care how many brands give us blushes. I love to see blushes, especially powder blushes, because we haven't been getting a lot of those lately. And everything's just been cream, liquid. Yeah, cream and liquid. And I'm like, give us powder blushes. It's time that my powder blush collection starts to grow because my creams, my liquids, I have a lot of that. I just need more powder. So I was excited about this. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the bronzer. So the packaging looks like the standard REM Beauty packaging. The shade that I picked up was coconut. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my computer and all of the information to give you. This retails for $25 and she did launch 6 different bronzers. It was really hard picking out this bronzer because I was not sure if this was gonna work for me. I love to have red in my bronzers, so that's what I was looking for, something with a little bit of red in it. I ended up going with the second to last shade, which is coconut. I was like, okay, because it says that coconut is very deep with warm undertones. The pictures online do not do the bronzer justice because online the picture looked a lot more cooler than what the description was telling me. So this is the packaging of the bronzer. It looks exactly like the highlighter here, and I'm gonna open this with my nails. So hard to open. This is what coconut looks like. Definitely does look like a bronzer shade that I would go for. It says it's a formula that has matte pigments that glide on and melt with a natural looking warmth. She did release new brushes for this collection. So she released a new bronzer brush and then a new blush brush. I've been eyeing that blush brush, okay? The blush brush looks really pretty. All right, so let's just, oh, yeah, okay. This match is literally perfect. Also, it has a lot of pigment to it. You saw when I just put that down, it was giving pigment, girls. It was giving pigment. I also just have powder on my face. I don't have any bronzer, blush, anything like that. I like that this bronzer doesn't have too much red in it. I really thought this shade wasn't gonna work for me. I'm gonna just build it up a little bit more just to see, but wow, it is very smooth. I feel like it's more of like a natural kind of bronze, but I like this shade. But yeah, she's looking real cute. I am wearing the REM Beauty foundation. I'm in the shade 5NG. I really like that foundation. It is very matte, but it also gives a lot of coverage, and I love that. I was like, wow, my base looks so good today. I do feel like it's more of a natural bronze than what I would go, but it definitely does show up. Makes me wonder how the deepest shade looks, because I like this for more of like an everyday kind of bronze. Do a little bit of a nose bronze slash contour kind of moment. So that is the new bronzer there. Let's dive into what I'm the most excited for, which is the blushes. Now, let me pull this up because when I went to buy this, I did buy this off the REM Beauty website. I was a little bit sad that this shade looked like it was the only shade that was going to work for my skin tone. And the shade that I picked up is called Strawberry Nebula. These retail for $20. This type of packaging is pretty new from REM Beauty. We don't have any other products in this type of packaging from her that look like this. The bronzers are in the highlighter packaging. This feels really heavy and weighted, but the blushes don't feel weighted at all. They feel pretty cheap, and I mean, they are $5 less. Honestly, would have rather paid the $25 and got the full experience with like the heavy packaging, really feeling like it's worth the price. Also, when I was looking at the shade range of these blushes, I was like, where is the orange? Where is the red? When I think of Ariana Grande, I think full glam, you know? She came out with colored highlighters, you know, so I was expecting her to go into that like orangey red kind of tones for this. It's supposed to have some type of like blurring quality to it. Definitely don't get as much kickback in the pan as you do with the bronzer. Ooh, that looks pretty. That looks really pretty. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, pigment. Okay. Yeah, definitely does have pigment. Very pretty. Let's see if it builds up. I feel like my camera really isn't doing it justice because in person I feel like it's a lot more vibrant, but then when I look in the monitor I'm like, oh, it looks really subtle, but it's not subtle at all. It has pigment to it, so this color is really pretty. Third layer, let's see. I like a lot of blush, but let's just see what layer number 3 is gonna give us. It's really soft, has the pigment, it's buildable, which is nice, and it actually does kind of look blurring on the skin. This is what makes me sad that this was the only shade that I felt like could work for me, because I would want to be able to use more shades in this formula. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side and build this up with 3 layers. You definitely don't have to go in with 3 layers, but I feel like for me, that seems about right. That seems about right. Oh my god, not my clothes falling off me. I'm very impressed with the bronzer. I'm impressed with the blush. I think it looks so pretty. Just imagine this blush on top of like a cream pinky blush. Yeah, that's cute. I feel like that literally just brought this look together. I do have to finish it up, but it literally brought the look together. All right, let's move on to this right here. This is the Miss Thing hydrating setting spray. So I don't usually buy hydrating setting sprays, but I was intrigued. I've heard a lot of people rave about the Miss Thing calming spray, and I saw she was coming out with the setting spray, so I was like, let me get this, let me try it out. So this retails for $26. It's supposed to deliver instant and long-lasting hydration while extending the look and longevity of makeup. The custom raspberry rose scented spray is powered by hydrating snow mushroom, moisture barrier supporting black tea ferment. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is the packaging. I actually like it. It's very sleek, and I like that. And it has a little thing in there to kind of shake it up a little. Let's see what this is working with. Oh, okay. Yup. That feels really nice. That feels nice. And you know what? I was a little nervous that because it was a hydrating setting spray, it was gonna be on the radiant side, and it's not, so that makes me happy. The skin still looks good, the base still looks good. That mister, really nice, very fine. And then also the scent, just from the description, I thought I wouldn't like the scent, but that smells good. It smells fresh. I don't know if this will be a setting spray I would trust on its own without going in with one of my go-to setting sprays, just because it is a hydrating setting spray, and I like to finish off my makeup with a little bit more insurance that's going to help control the oils. I like to go in with more of like a mattifying setting spray, or, you know, like the One Size or Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely feel like there's a place for this setting spray in my routine. Kind of like to use throughout in different layers. Let's get into my final thoughts on these products that I tried. Starting off with the bronzer. I was very nervous that this shade was not going to work for me, but it definitely does as more of like a natural bronze. Now that I see that all of my makeup is done, I kind of still want to go and check out the deepest shade just to see how that differs. The formula on this bronzer is so creamy. It melts into the skin. It doesn't look like there's a powder sitting on top of your skin. Really wish that there were more shades. I also really like the blush. I just feel like my camera's not doing it justice, because I'm looking in the monitor and then I'm looking in the mirror, and it's so vibrant in person, but on camera I just feel like it's a little bit more toned down. Like that's more true to what the color looks like in person, but I just feel like my lighting kind of dulls it a little bit. But that is how vibrant this blush is, and that's how it looks in person. I think it's very beautiful. The formula low-key feels like the bronzer. It feels so smooth. And it's such a pretty bubblegum pink kind of blush. Just imagine this blush on top of, like, you know, a cream blush. Just how much more punchy this would even be. I think it's beautiful. I will continue to reach for this blush. You guys know me. I love blush so much that even if I haven't tried a formula, I'm gonna pick up multiple shades to try out different shades, because that's just me. I'm a blush lover, okay? I love my blush. So it is unlike me to only pick up one shade of blush in a new blush launch, but that's just because I knew for a fact the other shades were not going to work for me. But, you know, this shade works. It's very pretty. I hope she expands the shade range. It's so interesting to me because this is not her first blush launch. She did launch lip and cheek blushes. They're kind of like the stick. I don't have any. I did declutter those. But in that launch, she launched like a burgundy, a red, an orange. All of these bright, vibrant, deeper colors, as well as the more neutral tones. So it's not wrong to think that for her blush launch, she was gonna come out with an orange, a red, a burgundy, maybe. So, you know, a little disappointed that we don't have those other shades to choose from. But yeah, I really do like the formula on that blush though, and I like the formula on the bronzer. Another nice surprise was this hydrating setting spray. I was a little bit skeptical about this at first when I first purchased it, because I was like, hydrating, is it gonna leave my skin kind of looking radiant? But it doesn't. It literally just is like a nice makeup refreshing spray. It also does claim to have, you know, longevity properties in here, but I'm not doing a wear test today, so I'm not too sure. I would use this in between steps in my makeup routine just to add a little bit more insurance to my makeup. You know, maybe after I use all my powder products, I'll go in with this. I like the smell of this. The mister is really, really nice. I'm very impressed with the formula on all of these products. I do hope this video was helpful for you guys. Definitely let me know if you're eyeing any of these products, what you think about them. Is it something you've already purchased? If you've purchased different shades from me, definitely let me know how you like them. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.